honeys, it's Ams and welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to show you two of my favorite bows to make. So for my supplies, I have my deco mesh here, scissors, zip ties, and I'm actually going to use two different colors of deco mesh, red and white. First, I measure off 10 inches and then I cut it with my rotary cutter. For this bow, I will need 6 pieces of deco mesh, 3 red and 3 white. One tip about using a rotary cutter, make sure that you firmly press down so you can have a good cut, and also make sure you have a good blade because mine is dull and that's why I am having a little bit more of a struggle today with cutting the deco mesh. Now I'm just gently rolling the deco mesh and I'm going to put it off to the side and put scissors on top so it will not unravel. What I love most about this bow is that it's different, it's quick and easy to make, and it comes out looking so cute. After I finish rolling each piece, I stack them on top of each other in a crisscross. Also, all of the supplies that I'm using in this video will be linked below, so please check that out. So I'm finished with that and I'm using a pipe cleaner to tie them all together. So one thing about deco mesh is that you're always going to have some loose ends, so you just want to cut those off. I'm using the adhesive E6000 to spray on the bow so it will not unravel, but also it helps me from not having as many of those ends to stick out. After I place this bow exactly where I want it, then I'm going to use some Scotch tape and tape down the pipe cleaners. When I tape, I like to tape like a crisscross because this ensures that it won't fall off. This bow is so festive. Next is the satin bow, and I have satin ribbon with wired edges, and I'll be using zip ties. My cardboard is used as my frame and it's measured at 10 inches. So then I just gently wrap this ribbon around 6.5 times, and I like to end up with the last end opposite of the first end that I started off. Wrapping it 6.5 times gives me a nice full bow, but also if you want it to be even fuller, you can wrap it more than that. I'm pulling out my ends to make sure that they're going to be opposite from each other, and I'm going to flip the bow to the opposite side and zip tie it. I just like my ends being in the back, but honestly for this type of bow it really doesn't matter because they'll be covered up anyway. After cutting the zip tie, now I'm going to spread the bow apart. To fluff the bow out, I'm going to pull one loop up and one back, and this is going to give the bow more dimension. The bow is all fluffed out and it's looking so good. Now that I've placed the bow where I want it to go, I'm pulling out those ends and I'm going to use Scotch tape and tape in a crisscross. This bow turned out nice and fluffy. Thank you so much for watching this video.